Hi, everybody. So I do apologize that we could not do a Cards and Conversations tonight. We did have a some sort of a technical difficulty that was beyond our controls. We tried several different times on Instagram, and we also tried on YouTube on Ashley's page. So nothing happened. So we're just gonna redo the show potentially on another day, if not next week. So, um, but you will see me live. And so, what I did decide to do is to do the progress report because I did not do it on yesterday. So, I do apologize for that, but I am here today. And so, I'm going to use the same deck that I was using for our cards and conversations to see what spirit is going to say as far as our progress report. I did read the two cards from that would have been today's reading, and I took it as a personal message from myself. Honestly, um, just it was confirming some things for me, basically. So I should say that. And I will say, like right now, a lot of people are going through a lot of things. There's a lot of transitions happening, literal life transitions, there's job transitions, spiritual awakenings, truths are coming to be, people wanting a deeper connection with spirit, with God, however you subscribe to whatever religion, or if you're even follow religion, right? Um, and I just want to share that in this space, a lot of people do not understand. And so it makes you, because a lot of people don't understand the role of spirituality, they question everything, they demonize everything. That's people. They've done that from the beginning of time. They demonized Jesus. Let's be real. They demonized Jesus, and he was literally, well, if you subscribe to Christianity, I do. Um, and I, not to say I don't, I'm not knocking whatever you believe in, that's what you believe, but this is my belief, right? And even in that, even in Christianity, I see the spirituality of it all more so than the religious side, and that's just how I have always been since I was a kid. I do want to share that I don't think I've ever shared it on this particular platform, but as a kid, some of the things that you see me doing up here, I've been doing it since it was a kid. So of course I don't see it as something demonic because it's something I've always done. Literally, something I've always done. I just didn't have a name for it. And I think because with some things in culture, some things become so Hollywood. And with it, I'm gonna actually put this. I'm gonna put this on live. I need to share this.
Hi, my name is Raleigh, and I'm passionate.
So excuse me. I'm gonna take a quick pause because this does need to go live. So you're gonna get the unedited version. Just right here. All right, everyone. I'm on my own personal live channel and decided to also do a live on Instagram because what I'm talking about is really a lot of people need to hear this. So I'm gonna go forward. So we do apologize for if you could not attend the Cards and Conversations talk again because we had some technical difficulties. We tried everything, but it just didn't work because things for a reason. We'll figure out that reason later. But I will say that I did want to address. I'm gonna do my spiritual progress report that I do on my own personal channel. And this is just to see what is happening right now in our lives that Spirit would like for us to know. And I think it's sort of like a weekly meter check. This is all it is. It's a weekly meter check. Just simply because we do need to know what we're going to face. I don't know when you're going to find this video or come across this video. I do know, however, that it is here for divine instruction. And what I was just telling the watchers on my personal channel is that I did want to talk on how people we're going through a lot of transitions. There's a lot of the spiritual transitions, the job transitions. There's you know relationship transitions is happening. Um, I think I said life transitions. If I didn't, I'm going to say it. If I did, you're going to hear it again. So life transitions. People are literally leaving, right? In the words of Medea, people are leaving who have never left before, and it's hard. And we're trying to grasp and cope. And with that, people are scared. Even when it comes to this platform, when it comes to spirituality, I have always been a person, a being of spiritualness ever since I was a kid. So a lot of people will not get my platform. A lot of people will not understand. A lot of people will try to demonize me. I guarantee I don't subscribe to any demonic spirit at all. Um, in fact, everything that I have done and everything that I do, I've done since I was a kid. This is nothing new to me. So this is what I'm saying. Like I was literally born this way. Literally. Um, I oftentimes did not have the name to call it. I didn't have the titles, the things that I do now. And yes, I've even had people to tell me, to watch out to that I can't touch certain things because of who I am. That lets me know that there's something about me that the spiritual world will utilize, right? And so there are things that I do not touch. I look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I am a light worker. I give to the people what is given to me, be it spiritual, be it scripture, be it a rap song, be it a meme. I go with what am I being told and instructed to tell someone. That's who I am. Yes, some people will call that psychic abilities. I've had dreams. I've had out of body experiences. I hear to the spiritual world. I even tap into all of the senses. If you understand the clairvoyances, all the voyances, I've tapped into every last single one of them. And it's nothing that I have tried to learn. It, they are just there. So what I am going to do, I'm going to use the same deck that I was using earlier. That would have been used in Cards and Conversations. The two cards that did come out, I read them and I took that as something that I needed to see for myself because, which is why I'm talking on this subject. Because when people talk on things that they know, they are quick to demonize it. They're quick to demonize it. And yes, it's non-traditional, but even traditions are religious things that people have put into place. All right. It seems like two cards again. So we're going to see what these two cards are saying. And y'all saw it, they just fell out for themselves. So the first card was, Vesica Pisces? Pisces? I'm going to show this card to you. This is the first time I have shuffled this card out. So I'm like really interested in knowing what it says. And it's number 26 again for those who follow numerology. Just open the book. Literally, just open the book. Page 26. So this is for whoever watches this, whenever you watch it, the readings are timeless. It says creating soul truth in the world. The outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is outside of us. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. This leads to satisfaction as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan the myriad possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and will not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in the future. The meditation, the Vasika Pisces, is a symbol that shows how consciousness splits to know itself and expand life. And I'm going to show you the card as I read this. From this place, it can reflect upon itself, seeing itself rather than just out from itself. The Vasika Pisces is the basis of the seed of life and the flower of life. No matter how many times it splits and moves outward, there is always a link back to itself within the intersection of circles. Place a hand on this image and gently close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine you are sitting in the middle of a circle. This circle contains the internal path of your soul, your consciousness. When you decided to come to Earth to play in the physical, you created another circle. Imagine another circle forming next to you to represent your physical self. Part of the second circle overlaps the first. Sit in the overlap and feel your soul and physical body at the same time. You are aligned, in balance, in your heart, in love, and enlightened. Feel how free and peaceful you are. Be in this beautiful space you have created for at least 1 minute. When you are ready, breathe back into your physical self and know you are rebirthed each day through the cosmic womb that is the overlapping circles. You enter each day in truth in the overlap and then shift towards one of the realities depending on your thoughts at any moment. Come back to your center. Your life is happening now and you are constantly weaving its direction. Where would you like your life to go? Create a new path. Open your eyes and smile. Inspired reflections and actions. Imagine you are the overlap of the Vasika Pisces for 1 day. Meet every experience and person that comes your way without judgment. Turn off the television and tune in to your inner glow of creativity and entertainment. Speak your truth. This does not mean pushing your judgment. It means allowing yourself to say something to someone without feeling blame or needing anything from them. If this makes you feel vulnerable, it means you care more about what others think about you than what you think of yourself. So, your journal work, draw or write about 3 things you would like to reboot or rebirth in your life. Write 3 things you would like to reboot or rebirth in your life. So if there's a craft that you used to do and you've stopped doing it, think about rebooting that. And I will say that that has actually been something that has been happening recently for myself. I always knew that it was there, but I just didn't have the time to really sit down and center myself, as this card suggests, right? But as soon as I started doing that, that craft came back in. I get instantly inspired by things and I can write them down the way I need to and make this thing happen the way it's supposed to. So that was 26 Vasika Pisces. The next card, Ask Your Soul. And I really like this because it's sort of giving me the same energy of the Vasika Pisces. Um, if you could see the center of this card, it has a heart in it, right? It has a heart. And then in this heart, I mean, this card is showing you the same thing. It's the heart expanded. It's that heart from your physical body, the heart to your spiritual self, and then to your even higher self in spirituality. And it's number 16. The number for the night seems to be a six. Um, so let's see. And it says, ask your soul. And sometimes, um, before I even get into it, you can ask. That's that place where you get quiet and you ask yourself, what do I really want? Where do I really want to go? These are those real questions that you want to ask yourself to find out what is that real thing that you are really eagering for and yearning for. And that is when the answer comes to you. And you can even ask right now and then go to sleep and dream about it. Or you can ask right now and get quiet. Nothing comes to you, that's fine. But then you go out and have a conversation with someone and they speak the very answer that you're asking about or you're inquiring about. So never think that you're not being heard. You have to just tune your ear to where the message is coming from. And so I'm now going to read the card. It says, wise questions create wise answers. Something you have asked for will soon turn up in your life. Every time you request something, you plant a seed in your quantum field or vibrational reality where it begins to grow and move towards you. This is how we create and expand consciousness. Asking is the first step in any creation. It only needs to be about 10% of the creative process. But somehow, most of us make it about 90%. If we don't see evidence our desires are coming into existence, we keep asking. This holds us in a place where the answers can't be heard. What you desire is on its way. You only need to ask once. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter whether this is out loud or in your mind because the universe interprets vibrations, not words. Meditation. Place a hand on the card. Gently close your eyes and slow your breathing. Float inward to your heart and focus on the breath of life. Draw your awareness even deeper to experience your body, heart, mind, heart, and spirit heart. Glide through each, exploring the qualities each one offers. Experience the love of your body, the wisdom of your mind, and the truth of your spirit. Allow yourself to drift into the matrix of your quantum field that contains your seeds of possibilities. Every time you create a new desire, a seed is formed and begins to grow. Seeds contain entire blueprints of creation. Float with ease among your seeds and believe in your ability to create. Sense your seeds shifting, sprouting, gently growing, and sharing information with you. Stay here for at least 30 seconds. Bring all this wisdom back with you as you glide from your matrix and through all your hearts. Feel your spirit heart and mind heart coming together as one body. Be present here and now and open your eyes to new possibilities. Your inspired reflections and actions. Allow yourself to dream about the kind of life you desire and then write down your dream. Try sprouting seeds to add to your salads and cooking. They are nutritious, delicious, and full of life force. Listen to what you talk about. What seeds are you sowing for your future life? The journal work. Draw or write about a vision for your future. Then fast forward 20, 30, or 40 years and draw or write about how you experienced this vision and what it felt like. And so, thank you for tuning in. Get into the Vasika Pisces and ask your soul. Because these cards are really tuning in, especially right now. This is springtime. This is when all the seeds that were planted in the winter start to come up. This is when you plant the seed today, and by next week you have flowers growing. This is that time period. So definitely get yourself prepared for what's to come. Your prayers are being answered right now, and I've been saying this on this platform, even in the cards and conversations, that I really believe that in the springtime, that's when a lot of things are happening for a lot of people. When you felt like for so long, And now you're coming out of that energy, the energy of lack, not being productive, confusion. You're coming out of that. And it's simply because you're coming into a new space, but you have to figure out what is in your heart space first. We have to first operate from our heart space. God talks to us from our heart space. I'm going to say it again. God talks to us from our heart space. Whatever your heart is saying and sharing, that's that's where God comes in, because God, that's where God uses it. Your heart space is where your emotions come in. It determines what are your true intentions in this life. And one of the cards talked about, your purpose. And it could have been the other cards, but it talked about your purpose and fulfilling your purpose and understanding your purpose. And all of that comes from your heart. I believe that is the man's seed. Because think about it, the last card talked about how the seed is the life force. If your heart is the life force, which it is for us, it pumps blood through all the other organs. When that heart stops pumping, that's when all the other organs start to fail. So watch out for the seeds that you plant from out your heart space. Like the card said, watch out for those conversations you're having. What type of negative seeds are you planting along with your positive seeds? Because those negative seeds may interact and counteract those positive seeds that you have been professing. So thank you again for tuning in to tonight. Uh, be on the lookout for next Cards and Conversations. We are going to try to do it again. It may be later this week. It may just end up being done next Tuesday at 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. So, but just be on the lookout for them. And always, you can always catch our personal lives on our personal pages. So thank you for tuning in, and you have a good night.